Hey everybody, what's going on? Today we're going to talk about how to rotate the tires on your car. It's a pretty important subject since they are your primary contact between your car and the road. So keeping them in pretty good condition is important, obviously for your safety, which is most important, but also it keeps you out of the tire shop. Yeah, as you are probably well aware, replacing your tires can be pretty expensive. So keeping them nice and even, rotating them on a consistent basis. It's recommended to do about every 6,000 miles. Will help keep the longevity of your tire and keeping you out of the tire shop. Alright, now every car is going to be a little bit different depending on the drivetrain of the vehicle. Some tires have directional tires, which can only be used in a certain direction, and then there's situations like on this car where the tires are what's called staggered. The wheels in the rear are different size than the wheels in the front, both the wheel size and the tire size. So you can only rotate the tires from driver's side to passenger side on this particular car. If you're working on your car at home, my biggest recommendation is to look in your manual and go on your car maintenance. It'll show you exactly how to rotate your tires. If you're unable to find it or you don't have your journal, you can contact your local mechanic and they'll be able to help you out. Or I do have a sheet of paper that I put together for you guys. I'll put that up right now. Alright, so here's the sheet of paper that I put together for you guys. As you can see, it's got the front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, all wheel drive, and then your directional tires as well as your stagger tires. Now this is just a pretty much generic, most common way to rotate your tires. Like I said, every car is different. So if you have any questions, refer to your manual or contact your local mechanic, alright? Alright, so after you've checked your manual or talked to your local mechanic and you know where you need your tires to go, what you'll need to actually do it if you're going to do it at home is a couple of jack stands. You'll need your wrench to loosen your lug nuts and a jack to lift up the car. We had to use a piece of wood to get the car high enough to get the jack underneath, but it's also really good to use a piece of wood behind the back tires or the reverse tires of where you're lifting so that the car doesn't roll, okay? So now we'll go ahead and lift the car and get it ready to get the jack stands underneath. Alright, so another really important thing to note that I forgot to mention before is to loosen your lug nuts before you actually lift your car. When you go to loosen the lug nuts, if it's already in the air, you're going to end up just spinning the tire, and you run the risk of actually getting your car off the jack stands or if you have the jack itself. So make sure you loosen them before you get the car in the air so that you don't risk anything like that. We did that, so next thing we're going to do is just remove the lug nuts, rotate the tires, and that'll be it. Alright, so we went to the other side and we rotated that tire. So this tire was the passenger side tire. We're going to put it now on the driver's side. The only thing to do is to reverse the process, put the tire back on, line up the holes with the actual lug nuts here, or the stems, and then tighten them down. Again, you just want to tighten them down just enough, like hand tighten, lower the car back down to the ground, and you tighten them all the way down, okay? When doing a pattern like this, you want to make sure that you do put the lug nuts back in the star pattern. So you're going to basically start at one end, work to the other end, and then just keep working like that. Alright, so now that the tire is put back on, we're going to go ahead and put the jack back in, lift the car off the jack stands, and then we'll lower the car and it'll be ready to go. Alright, so we rotated the tires, put the tire back on. Last thing we're going to do is cinch them down. After you get your tires rotated, it's really important for the next couple miles to make sure you're keeping a special ear out to make sure that there's nothing loose or anything like that. If the car is feeling funny to you, make sure you pull over to the side of the road, safety first of course, and just make sure that everything is looking okay, alright? So we'll just tighten these down and this will be ready to go. Okay, so to finish the project, we will just do the same process on the back, reverse the tires, driver's side and passenger side. And that's basically all there is to rotating your tires. Again, recommended every 6,000 miles. Make sure you reference your owner's manual to see what's specific for your car. Always check with your local mechanic if you're still unsure. Whenever you're doing this stuff, please operate safely. Make sure you have all your equipment, taking steps to do things the right way and safely. Thank you guys, like always, for checking out this video. Please comment if I skipped over something or went too quick. If you have any questions on anything, comment and subscribe. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.